Hey guys, how we doing? There's a bike coming. Let him go first. So, sun is shining. I'm doing a live a bit later today to test it out and to see if I get a slightly different audience, see if I get the same audience. Let's have a go. Don't hide in the background. Press the like button 500 times and engage. Tell me who you are. Say hello. Say good morning or afternoon, evening, wherever you are. So my question today is, when was the last time you asked for advice? Gal says it's not sunny here in London. Well, you know, we're in the posh part, Gal, you know. Over here in St Albans is a bit higher class, more sunshine, you know what I mean? You know I'm joking, by the way. That'll wind you up for the day. That'll put a spark in you, won't it? So when's the last time you asked for advice? And who did you ask for it? Did you ask a specialist for it? So I was approached by somebody the other day. So a friend of a friend, somebody not quite within my circles, but friend of a friend. And he says, I've just written this book, you know, and it's gone into Amazon, and it's a really good book, you know, we're getting reviews. Can you do me a favour and do me a review? So I said to the guy, okay, what's the book about? So he said, it's about dieting. I said, all right, you know, I'll have a look. And I said, so what's the title then? And it's something to do with dieting for over 40s. So the first question I said, how old are you? And he said, 32. So I was like, okay, well, you're going to have to do some convincing to let me know what you know specifically about dieting for people who are over 40, bearing in mind you're not 40, you know. And I'm not just talking about age, I'm talking about specialist skills, I'm talking about having lived that journey, you know. We should be asking advice from people who have lived the journey that we're going into, you know, the path that we want to follow. We want to go with somebody who's a few steps ahead of us, you know. I mean, that's one thing I've always been wary of and always made sure of when I've chosen a coach. I've always chosen a coach who's a few steps ahead of me on the journey and has specific specialist skills that I know that I specifically need, you know, and I'm very detailed about that and very specific. So let me know, put it down below. What's the advice you need right now, or what type of advice have you asked for recently, and what person was it? You know, and the other thing as well, have you been let down? Have you been let down by somebody who's professed that they've got specialist skills? Yeah, or they've said they know the answers to questions, and they actually haven't. You know, so Gail is saying men and women are also very different hormones. 100%. There's a reason why I work with men only. You know, because that's my specialist skill. And I'll be honest with you, I'd really struggle to help women in the very best way possible with my skill set and you know, with my abilities, my journey, my life experience being a geezer. You know, and when I look back, if I'm honest as well, I've always been surrounded by men, you know, for whatever reason, you know, due to sports, due to the schools I went to. So yeah, but I'd love to know, put it down below. You know, have you been stung by any of these gurus online? Because I definitely have in the past, you know, where people are professing to, okay, the funniest one I see now, and it's not funny if you get stung by it, are the coaches coaching coaches to make huge amounts of money, yeah? Coaches coaching coaches to make their first million and their first 7 figures, their first 8 figures. Trust me, it doesn't take much digging to suddenly realise that possibly these guys haven't done the journey, yeah? And are they, you know, I'd be very careful to check in detail. Have they made their 7 figures? Have they made their 8 figures, you know? And have specific conversations with these people. You know, the more specific you are and the more detailed you are in your research, or, you know, when you're speaking to these people, the truth will come out, you know, the truth will out. So yeah, but anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. Just a quick blast today. Kind of word of word of warning, caution, just be careful who you're going up with. Just be careful who you're asking advice from, you know, because as opposed to taking you further on your journey and taking you steps forward, giving you progress, giving you more confidence, you know, there is a possibility that that person can stagnate you or actually sting you a little bit with a poor experience. So anyway, gonna leave it there, guys. Cheers, take care.